chipping. Don't listen to me.
Lil Baby does in fact not have the capacity. No, Lil Baby, as some people call him. We haven't spoken about this man in like 2 years, so he's most definitely been a while. Mid. Apart from getting sandwiched by two men at that all-white...
Gunna would never be here. You get me? That's my goat would never be here.
Party. That actually happened, by the way. Lil Baby literally got sandwiched by two grown men.
Wait, is that the NBA player? Yo! This is a humiliation ritual right here. Wait, why are they all in white?
At an all-white party. Crazy. Yesterday, something happened in relation to Lil Baby. Like the title says, he's barely selling tickets, which is crazy. And I'll be honest, I didn't think this day would come that quick. So yesterday, what ended up happening is Lil Baby ended up canceling over 7 shows for his upcoming tour.
That's insane. That's
no announcement about...
That's crazy.
This was made, but when you go on TikTok,
bro, Carti would never.
Master.
The fact that Carti doesn't even drop music, and Baby constantly drops music, albums, and he's still and Carti's able to sell out shows. That's tough, man. He's just not him.
Or what appears is a little message that says canceled. Now this happened on 7 different shows, and all those shows that got canceled were in cities where Lil Baby should be able to pull an audience. So here's a list of all the cities he canceled. First, we have Pittsburgh, which is in Pennsylvania. And then we have Indianapolis, which is in Indiana. And then he canceled in Louisville, Kentucky, of all places. That's crazy. And then we have Phoenix, Arizona. AZ? No way. That's crazy. Next on the list, we have Sacramento, which is in Cali. And I think this might be the craziest one of them all. It don't matter if you're in San Diego. It don't matter if you're in Los Angeles, or in this case, Sacramento. A rapper of Lil Baby's stature canceling in a state like Cali, I think that's kind of crazy. And then we have Salt Lake City, Utah, and last but not least, we have Denver,
seven
Colorado.
places.
That's a crazy one too.
That's to be a reason though.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Of all the rappers I think about, Lil Baby would be the last one I thought this would happen.
Bro, he was popping at some point. I'm telling you, it's ever since he released that album, that last album, yo, that shit was just dog. People understood that he was like the Baby. He just sounded the fucking same. Any person that has Baby in front of their name or in their name, you get me? They're rinsed. They're gonna sound the same. People gonna say that he has versatility over Gunna. Bro, shut up, man. Shut up. How could you even say that? Yo.
For why this happened, and
after he released his previous tape, not the one that he released without Wheezy, but his previous tape, and he was singing and shit on it, and it was completely different. People saying he's not, but come on now.
It's pretty simple. Lil Baby thought he could sell out an entire tour of straight arenas. If you don't know why that's important, well, let's just say that being a mainstream artist does not guarantee you selling out arenas back to back to back to back. We're talking about venues that hold up to 20,000 people, some of them 22. That's the capacity of the venues that Lil Baby was going to perform in that he ended up canceling. You really have to have a super solid fan base for that to happen. And truth be told, most rappers could only dream of selling out arenas. There's not a lot of rappers who could do that. Just an example of a rapper who the other night sold out 18,000
Just say it. Just say it.
Strength of his own name.
Just say it.
I haven't talked about in like 3 years.
Just say it.
Some people would be like, he fell off.
Just say it, man.
Y'all remember NF, the rapper who people...
NF? What the fuck? NF? Yo, that's random. I was not expecting NF.
Said was an industry plan when he outsold Chance the Rapper a few years ago. Yes, that guy. Just the other night, he sold out close to 20,000 people. Like, do you see how immense that audience is? We're talking an entire arena.
That's actually crazy.
Rapper most hip-hop fans would look at it and say, who listens to this guy? Well, clearly, a lot of people.
Yeah, look, yo, my bad. He got emotion.
One night.
Yo, my bad.
This is what a fan base looks like. It ain't about the goddamn clout. It's about what kind of connection do you have with your audience. And will they show up in the flesh when you pull up to their city? And by the way, NF's album that he dropped earlier this year, Hope, did over 120K first week. So obviously he's doing very well.
People don't be speaking about this guy.
Silently,
I don't like his music though. It's a bit
6 years straight. He's a beast.
Another
example is Russ. Russ does arenas consistently, which might surprise people. And the same thing here. Who listens to Russ? Well, a lot of people.
Russ, a lot of people listen to Russ. A lot of people.
Target demographic. That's all. For most rappers, unless they're opening up for a Drake, like 21 Savage is right now, contrary to popular belief, they can't actually actually sell out arenas by themselves. I mean, that's close to impossible for
Drake
most rappers.
could, but
I mean, Lil Baby has been considered, and I'm gonna say considered from now on with a capital C, but he's been considered one of the hottest rappers who's came out in the last few years, which hasn't been a lie, but I think popularity can be very last year deceiving. Just because you hear someone's name a lot and they're all up in the headlines and they're all up in your face constantly doesn't mean that they can sell a bunch of hard tickets. And the contrary is also true. Just because you don't hear about someone doesn't mean that they're not out here selling out all their shows. The question is why? How come we got a guy like NF, who most hip-hop fans would laugh at when he's brought up in a conversation? But I've been telling people about guys like NF for years, okay? He's the true winner in this game. Most people have a certain perception of guys like NF or Russ, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, their fans actually show up for them and they can sell out arenas. Unlike all the guys who a lot of us would consider the most popular in the game. On the other hand, we have a guy like Lil Baby who's very popular, canceling 7 shows. I think that's absolutely insane.
Oh, just get to the point.
So many things we've been saying about the music industry right now. What's the reason? I'm not saying this is necessarily true for Lil Baby, but there are a lot of people who have inflated streams. Their face and name is plastered all over the place. They got all kinds of cosigns. They've been in the industry for years and they're recognized as very successful artists, which they are. But actually, how about we take away the very and just say successful? Because a very successful artist will sell out an entire arena in their sleep. Because when we say very successful, we're talking about guys like The Weeknd, Drake, Kendrick, now NF, and guys like Russ, right? It ain't about how hot you are. It ain't about how many streams you get. It ain't about how many times we see your face on social media. It's about, can you convert a
I love how he didn't slip Kanye into that. That's crazy.
Who show out for you. If you can't do that, let's just be honest about the position you hold. There are so many rappers out here who are propped up by the industry, and in return, the presentation of how successful they are looks very accurate. But this is what emphasis on because it don't really matter why, but anyway. But
I don't know how you could say that.
Call the appearance of popularity, because the appearance of popularity is very deceptive. The numbers will make everything look shiny, glistening, luminous, but that's just the presentation. What holds a lot more weight is not being that shiny object, but on the inside, you have so much more value than what you appear to have. That's how I look at this entire Lil Baby story. Lil Baby is an extremely successful rapper who's going to continue to be successful.
I think it does help you actually having a likable personality. This guy just seems boring as fuck as well. No, man. This guy's always faded. He just be waffling. He don't even be saying too much. He be mysterious. He's like that mysterious. But Carti be doing the same thing. But I don't know. Carti fan base is just like a cult. You get it? They're on a different level. You can't even compare.
Successful, no doubt about that. However, I think we might have overestimated how much of a pull he really has. I think this is pretty interesting to see, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is the last time we'll be seeing stories like these. I think this year we're probably gonna see a lot of artists canceling their tours, that's crazy, and a lot of those tours are gonna get canceled silently. But
a lot of people took advantage of being
a video on it, so
even the people that created it.
I'll be waiting for y'all to cancel these tours so I can make a video on it, and it won't be to clown anybody's downfall. It'll just be me talking about the real side of the industry and what's really going on, because I think that's really important to talk about. After all, the industry has never been based more on appearance than it is right now, so that's for sure. Anyway, drop a like if you appreciate the hard work that I'm putting in. Lil Baby out here barely selling tickets. That's insane to me. If you ask me, I think that's crazy. Do you have anything to say about this? Lil Baby ended up.
Let me see what people are saying. Patrick CC, an artist his size, catch the bigger he's that's true. That's true. That is very true. Artists his size cancelling big arenas, 5,000 plus seats. Why not just do a show, 300 to 2,000 people? It's like these artists are afraid of being made fun of on social media or whatever for not having a huge sold out show. Just do a damn performance for 100. That's facts, yo. Who are willing to spend their time and hard-earned money to see you. And everyone who's going to live performances know the smaller shows are always the best. But yeah, I think it's another reason is definitely it is definitely a social media thing, I reckon. But he just generally just wants to make more money as well. He's not happy with obviously because bro, if you sell out a 20k arena, that's bread for you. That's for bread for you and your You get me? You're eating well. But the guy just, he's just a greedy fuck, man. That's what it is sometimes. Or he's got a bit too, you get me? He's got a bit too, like, head over heels of himself, thinking that he can sell out certain arenas, which in certain states, but there are some states that I thought he would, but you get me? Is what it is, man. Yeah. I don't think it's money, I think it's ego. True.